Being told that you're likely to die is never something you want to hear, especially at the age of 15 years old. The last couple of years, I've gone through some pretty dramatic health issues, and I was at the point where I was torn in a decision between taking a medicine or going a natural diet route, and I decided not to. And my doctor just looked at me in the eyes and said, "Evan, you're going to die." Hey, y'all, my name is Evan Bass, and eating healthy saved my life. As I was saying, when I was 15 years old, I got diagnosed with a pretty severe chronic illness called ulcerative colitis. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically a form of inflammatory bowel disease, or IBD, that affects my colon and lower intestinal tract. So basically all my digestive issues. So if I eat certain foods or consume certain beverages, it causes inflammation, and it's just not a fun route. The standard protocol is to basically pump medicine into my body every 5 weeks for the rest of my life. And at 15, I was not a fan of that. I said, hey, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put all this stuff into my body. I'd rather cure it. Ooh, thunder. I'd rather cure it with natural medicine, such as food. And so I was able to, over the course of about 3.5 years, it's been almost 4 years now, but the last 2.5 years for sure, the first 2.5 years, were spent really heavily on eating healthy and establishing a healthy diet to cure this quote unquote uncurable disease. I was told it couldn't be cured, and here I am now, almost 4 years later. I'm sitting the healthiest I've been in my entire life, with the disease that I was told was uncurable, that was going to kill me, and here I am telling my story. So it may seem dramatic, but in my opinion, the best medicine in this world is food, because all medicines come from food. So why not go to the root cause? The root cause is the food, and those are the ingredients that go into these large, big box stores for things like medicine. It really comes down to three things. It's going to be your fruits and vegetables, the basics, and then it's going to be coming to more your proteins and your grains, and then over to your supplements. So first off, with fruits and vegetables, it seems simple. Your mom and dad have told you this your whole life, that fruit and vegetables are important to live, and yada yada. And yes, that is very important. It's very true. But it's deeper than that. You got to know when to eat it and what to eat it with. When I was going through my recovery period, my doctors told me that it was about just as good to eat a bowl of Skittles for breakfast as it is to have a bowl of fruit for breakfast. So fruit right off the bat in the morning is not great for you. Your body's not ready for it yet, and you just need to give it time before you can start putting all these sugars in your body. Fruit is great. There was a study done by the British Psychological Society about 3 or 4 years ago, and believe it or not, they found that those students who consume more carrots than chips and more strawberries than candy realized that they were more attentive in class. They were more aware of their surroundings. They were more attainable of information. They were more energetic. They were more lively in the daytime. They were able to get up in the mornings easier because they had more energy in their body. And all these things all just come off of simply adding more fruits and vegetables to their diet. It's such a simple change, but yet it can do so much to your body. Next up was the proteins and the grains. Again, another simple food group that most people say, oh yeah, obviously, gotta eat my protein, right? And yes, that's very true. It's very important. But it can go down to more than just like the normal person. It can go down to people with inflammatory issues like myself, when you're told it's uncurable, but yet it's not. It's very curable. You can do anything with food. And this whole article is a big, long, peer-reviewed subject written by one of the authors was Marcela Guevara. And through this article, her and her peers combined. And the main takeaway was that diet may actually influence the development of inflammatory bowel disease through the modulation of inflammation. So the disease itself may not be cured, but you can cure all the inflammation through eating foods such as proteins and grains. And so it's something really strong, because again, this disease is uncurable, but by having this food, you can lower inflammation numbers. If you eat a certain amount of protein in a day, the inflammation markers can drop, and that can lead to more relaxed, less anxiety, less stress. That's all proven in this article written by Marcella. And then lastly was the supplements and the herbs. Yes, food is important, but other parts of natural grown remedies are also just as equally important. I work with a nutritionist out of California. His name is Dane Johnson, very well known in the IBD space for what he does with natural medicine and supplements. And he basically goes on to tell us that different supplements can do different things. Like, for example, vitamin D. Sure, you go outside and go tanning, you get vitamin D. That's great. But consuming a capsule of vitamin D, just a little boost of that, will greatly influence your immune health and can help fight off more diseases than anything. So just by when you get allergies, take a little bit of vitamin D, and your immune system will be stronger than ever. Same with zinc. Zinc is one of the supplements that is in a lot of your allergy medications or just sickness medications in general. So if you're feeling ill or if it's kind of that sick season, take a little bit of zinc and build that immune system. And all these things I'm saying, these vitamins and these supplements are all naturally grown. They're not going to be like drugs you have to buy and get a prescription for. You can go on Amazon and buy zinc because it's occurring in the wild and something you can just acquire. And so all this to say, there are so many different sides to eating healthy. You don't need to say to do a strict diet, but knowing what foods go together and what supplements can help your body can greatly influence your health overall. Whether you're like myself, somebody with a disease, or even just a common person who may have a cold or going through allergies, there's a place for you to eat and feel better. And I hope you're able to take away something today from my story. If you want to talk about eating healthy or talk about gut health or supplements, again, my name is Evan Bass, and I'd be happy to help you guys. Thank you so much.